Did you know that a significant shift occurred in the Myanmar Civil War on April 6, 2024? On this day, the Karen National Union, an insurgent group in Myanmar, made substantial headway in their fight against the ruling junta. The town of Mayawati in Kayin State was captured by the Union after a fierce battle. But what's truly remarkable is that hundreds of junta troops surrendered to the rebels, willingly handing over their weapons. This event didn't occur in a vacuum. It's part of a larger, ongoing conflict that has been plaguing Myanmar for years. The surrender of the junta troops is a clear indication of the increasing power and influence of the Karen National Union. But what does this mean for Myanmar? It signifies a potential shift in the balance of power, a glimmer of hope for those who have been longing for change. This event marks a critical turning point in the ongoing civil war in Myanmar. On the same day, halfway across the globe, the Russian invasion of Ukraine took a devastating turn. In the city of Kharkiv, the day began like any other. But as the hours passed, the city's tranquility was shattered by a drone strike of staggering proportions. The attack was swift and lethal, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. In its aftermath, 8 civilians lay dead, their lives snuffed out in an instant. 10 others, bearing the marks of the attack, were left injured, their lives forever altered by the day's events. The devastation extended beyond the human toll. The city's infrastructure, the lifeblood of Kharkiv, bore the brunt of the strike. At least 9 high-rise buildings, once standing tall and proud, were now badly damaged, their shattered windows and broken walls a testament to the force of the attack. A petrol station too was hit, its ruins marring the landscape. The drone strike on Kharkiv was more than just another event in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. It was a stark reminder of the escalating tensions and the high cost of war, both in terms of human lives and infrastructure. As the dust settled, the people of Kharkiv, and indeed the world, were left to grapple with the magnitude of the day's events. The attack underscored the harsh reality of the conflict, a war that was far from over, and one that continued to exact a heavy toll on the people of Ukraine. This attack underscores the escalating tensions and ongoing devastation of the conflict in Ukraine. Meanwhile, in Syria, a heartbreaking event unfolded. On a day already marred by conflict and unrest, an unseen danger lurked on the roads of Daraa Governorate. A roadside bomb, planted with a disregard for life, detonated and claimed the lives of 7 innocent children. 2 more, their young lives forever altered, were left injured in the wake of this devastating blast. This catastrophe did not occur in isolation. It is but a single tragic episode in the ongoing Syrian civil war, a conflict that has ravaged the nation for over a decade. Cities have been left in ruins, families torn apart, and countless lives lost in a war that shows no sign of resolution. The children who lost their lives in Daraa Governorate, like so many others, were not soldiers. They were not combatants. They were simply children caught in the crossfire of a conflict they did not choose. This incident is a stark reminder of the innocent lives lost in the midst of war. April 6, 2024, was also marked by a catastrophic accident in Russia. The Orsk Dam, located in Orenburg, succumbed to the weight of heavy rainfall, its structural integrity compromised by maintenance errors. The dam's failure was no mere trickle of water escaping its confines. Instead, it unleashed a deluge of disastrous proportions, flooding approximately 2,500 homes in its wake. The rising waters claimed the lives of at least 4 individuals, a tragic loss that underscores the severity of the situation. But the repercussions of the dam's failure extended beyond the immediate vicinity. The flooding necessitated the evacuation of a staggering 47,000 people, not only in Russia, but also in neighboring Kazakhstan. The scale of the disaster and the extensive evacuation efforts it precipitated underscored the severity of the incident. The Kazakh president, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, described it as one of the worst natural disasters in the past 80 years, a statement that highlights the profound impact of this event. The Orsk Dam Disaster serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature, but also of the potential consequences of human error. It underscores the importance of rigorous maintenance and safety protocols in structures such as dams, which hold back such devastating potential. This disaster stands as one of the worst natural catastrophes in recent history. In the realm of international relations, a significant development took place. Nicaragua, in a move that sent ripples across the world stage, suspended its diplomatic relations with Ecuador. This decision came as a direct response to the shocking attack on the Mexican embassy in Quito, Ecuador. The ramifications of this decision are far-reaching. It not only isolates Ecuador further, but also adds a layer of complexity to the political landscape in Latin America. It's a bold stance from Nicaragua, highlighting the severity of the embassy attack and its violation of international law. This incident, a stark reminder of the fragile nature of diplomatic relationships, has the potential to impact not only the countries directly involved, but also the entire region. It may cause a domino effect, where other countries, in solidarity with Nicaragua or Mexico, could potentially reassess their diplomatic ties with Ecuador. This move further complicates the already tense diplomatic situation in Latin America. Regrettably, the United States wasn't spared from tragedy on this day. A bar in Doral, Florida became the setting of a horrifying scene. An act of violence unfolded, leaving 2 people dead, including the perpetrator, and 7 others nursing injuries. The tranquility of the evening was shattered by the sound of gunfire, as patrons found themselves in the midst of a deadly mass shooting. These incidents are not isolated, but rather, they are part of a broader context of gun violence that continues to plague the United States. Each occurrence rekindles the flame of a long-standing debate, that of gun control. Questions are raised about the balance between individual rights and collective security, about the effectiveness of current regulations, and the need for reform. In the aftermath of this tragic event, the community of Doral, and indeed the entire nation, are left grappling with grief and searching for solutions. But as the sun rises on a new day, the resilience of the American spirit shines through, fueling the hope that change is possible. As we remember the victims of the Doral shooting, we are reminded of the urgent need to address this complex issue. This incident adds to the ongoing debate about gun control in America. Finally, on a slightly more hopeful note, Slovakia saw a significant political shift. The country held the second round of its presidential election, a pivotal event that captivated the nation and drew the attention of the world. In the running were 2 candidates, Ivan Korkok and Peter Pellegrini. Both had strong support bases, but it was Peter Pellegrini who emerged victorious, securing over 53% of the vote. This win didn't just signify a personal triumph for Pellegrini, but it also marked a potential shift in Slovakia's political dynamics. Pellegrini's victory is noteworthy due to several factors. Firstly, the high voter turnout indicates an engaged and active citizenry, a positive sign for the health of a democracy. Secondly, Pellegrini's policies and political stance were clearly resonating with a majority of Slovaks, which could mean significant changes in the country's future direction. What does this mean for Slovakia's future? Well, the answer isn't straightforward. As with any political shift, there are bound to be both challenges and opportunities. Pellegrini's leadership could bring about new policies and reforms, and possibly a reshaping of Slovakia's international relations. However, as we all know, change isn't always easy. It requires adaptability, resilience, and a willingness to face the uncertainty that inevitably comes with new leadership. But if Pellegrini can harness the momentum of his victory and the support of his voters, Slovakia could be on the brink of a new era. This election result could signal a new direction for Slovakia's political landscape.